Hello friends, we are studying the chapter 7 of Shankar IS book, which is environmental issue. There has been listed some environmental challenges of Indian Himalaya region. So in this lecture we will study about the recommendation for challenges of in Himalaya region. The first is solution for solid waste management. In today's era, development has become unsustainable because our future generation will not be able to use the resources. The development has become inevitable, but it comes at a cost of environmental degradation. So we need to strike a balance between environmental degradation and economic development. In this slide, solution for solid waste management has been discussed. There are some points which has been listed for solid waste management in the Shankar IS book. The first point is guidelines should be there for prohibiting indiscriminate disposal of garbage. Means guidelines must be there for indiscriminate disposal of garbage. What do you mean by indiscriminate disposal of garbage? Means disposing the waste in the area which has not been notified or designated at as a site of garbage disposing. So some industries and people are public are disposing the solid waste in the open area, vacant land, and thus creating a problem for environment and for the health of people, because this will create the problem of flooding, create the problem of drainage system, and will create the number of disease which will impact the health of people in a negative way. Second point in the solid waste management is management of solid waste at the point of origin. Means the producer of solid waste has the sole responsibility for the disposing of waste, and it has the responsibility for from the point of generation of solid waste to to the disposing of solid waste. How it will benefit our environment? Because if certain norms are there which has been notified by the government for the solid waste. If producer of solid waste is not abiding by these laws and not following up these guidelines, then his firms or industry will be closed as soon as possible. Third point is in solid waste management is documentation about varying composition of waste. Means there are certain harmful elements in every waste, so there should be some upper limit about the harmful components of the waste. If these limits are crossed, then that waste should not be disposed in the environment. Next point is there must be some technique for conversion of waste into other useful forms. In this way, we can manage the solid waste. How? Because as we know, the biodegradable waste, by using the some techniques, we can convert the biodegradable waste into the biocompost, vermicompost, which will be beneficial for our farmland. It can be these vermicompost or biocompost can be used as a manure for farmland. So in this way, instead of using other technique of solid waste management like landfilling, open dumping, burning, we can use the techniques like conversion of solid waste into the vermicompost. However, the other techniques of solid waste management like landfilling, open dumping, and burning will create the problem of pollution of air, water, and quality, because burning of solid waste will release some harmful gases into the environment and create problem. Uh, in the same way, landfilling and open dumping will also create a problem of pollution of soil and water. Next, in the solid waste management is the 4R principle. First is refuse. Refuse means we can deny the certain type of waste from disposing into the environment. In the third point, we have seen that there is a documentation about the varying composition of waste. Means if some harmful components exceeded its limits in the waste, then that waste should not be disposed into the environment. Second is reused. The discarded waste that can be reused and can be used for making other commodities. Third is reduce. Reduce means we can reduce our consumption. Take for example, plastic carry bags. These plastic carry bags are non biodegradable, so we can substitute plastic carry bags into from plastic carry bags to jute carry bags, and in this way we can reduce our consumption from and substitute our uses from non biodegradable waste to biodegradable waste. Next is recycle. Once the once the product has been fully used, these waste can be recycled to make the other commodities. So these are four R principles which can be used to manage the solid waste. Next is make the water available to the people on payment basis. In this way, the government or urban local bodies will be incentivized to conserve the water, and hence people will also start wasting less the water. Next point is create awareness among the people, means to bring the behavioral change among the people we need to create awareness among the people, means it is it is the means at the end the target of environmental degradation is the people. So in we can make the people aware about the environment conservation, environment degradation, how the environment degradation will impact our health, our future generation, so that the people will start using the efficient way of water conservation and other type of techniques to conserve our environment. Next is capacity building of stakeholders. Who are these stakeholders in solid waste management? These are NGOs, urban local bodies, state government, local government, civil society. These are the stakeholders in the solid waste management. How the capacity can be increased, and how the capacity building is achieved through the way of providing appropriate technology, appropriate skills, and giving them rights means if some people or industries is violating the norms of environment conservation, then these stakeholders must have the right to punish and penalize these industries and people. Next is adopt best international practice to prevent littering. We should always adopt the international practices to prevent littering. Next is need support and innovative thinking on various issues. We should always think innovative idea that how can we conserve our water resources, how can we dispose our waste efficiently into the environment so that the waste will affect less our environment in a negative way. So we should always think of the innovative ideas. Next is motivate residents to switch over to scientific disposal. Residents or inhabitants of an area should be motivated to dispose the waste in a more scientific way, like if we are creating a pit in a land, then the walls of that pit should be created by use of concrete or cement, so that seeping of pollutants or contaminants should not be mixed into the water or soil, so that soil and water pollution can thus be prevented. Thank you.